We have a caller who joins us from Chapel Hill. Chapel Hill, you're on the program. Thanks for joining us.
Good evening. I didn't see the program in total. You might have discussed this a little bit earlier, but I understood the traditional role of the community colleges was to consult with local industry, see what the needs were, and reflect it in their curriculum and train students for jobs that were open in the community. I'm very interested in the early college high school program, and I understand that increased the graduation rates of both the two-year colleges. But what I'm wondering in this economy, what happens to the graduates? Are they actually getting jobs, or are there jobs? Or I know some communities out in eastern North Carolina where I don't think the community has any jobs to offer to the schools in large part. And I was wondering if that's part of a problem, or you see that as a temporary economic setback problem that will be resolved later.
All righty.
I think that's probably a good pitch for the Lieutenant Governor, because that was a big part of the Jobs Commission and the reason for going out across the state as they did and involving the economic development regions as they did to make sure that programs are developed around the present job opportunities in a community, but also the capacity to develop specific types of jobs in the community.
No, we've seen great success. I mean, they are not immune from this bad economy. It's tough to find jobs anywhere, but I can remember, it's anecdotal, I went to Alamance County, and they have an allied health early college. They told me they had 90% of their graduates placed in allied health. So that's a pretty good endorsement of what they are doing. So I think they've been very successful. They are faring far better probably than other areas in a bad economy because of this training and because of their completion of this early college program.
And when you talk about the regional aspects, so it doesn't become just a one-size-fits-all, because what works maybe in the mountains necessarily doesn't work down east in terms of the economy, correct?
That's exactly right, and that was one of the charges of the Jobs Commission. Regional economies differ, and our charge was to go into each one of the 7 economic development regions. And I made a point, somebody said early on, said, you know, that's a lot of travel, we can hook you up technologically so you don't have to make those trips. I said, that's fine later on, but I said this first time, and I emphasized to the members, it's going to be very important that you travel into these 7 regions of North Carolina. You need to feel North Carolina. You need to understand the people of North Carolina. You need to understand their needs. And I said it's going to be very important to the people of each region, because we invited every superintendent, every school board member, every public official to come to these meetings so we could hear them and they could hear us, and they would know that not everything is Raleigh-centric, that we are out there to listen to their needs. We want to know, what is your regional economy? Where are you now? Where do you want to be? What can we do to help get you there? And it's also an economic recruitment tool. If we build these things, if we build a program in hospitality tourism, if we build one in language and global studies, if we build one in allied health, if we build one in STEM and engineering, and we can show companies that we are training students for those 21st century skills, and we have a unique program that's been nationally recognized, we should be able to recruit more stellar businesses to North Carolina and keep more stellar businesses here. So it's been a great program. We're just trying to enhance it and move it further.